Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch, launched in late 2022, might be the perfect watch. From Patek Philippe, you were looking at the split seconds Monopusher Perpetual calendar chronograph for left-handers. This is the 5373P-0001, and it packs a lot of functionality into its 38.3 millimeter case. That's right, 38.3. The watch, which is based on the right-handed 5372, is designed for lefties ostensibly, but can be worn on either wrist. In terms of its actual thickness, only 13.4 millimeters and 46.9 lug-to-lug with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. So wearing it on a left hand, it's true, this is for left-handers, and yet here it is on my left hand, and I'm a righty. There's no digging of the crown into the wrist, none whatsoever. It's just like the Panerai Destros. A lot of people choose them because they like the look, not because they're deterministically forced into buying it as a consequence of their dominant hand. You buy this watch because you like the way it looks, not because it's specifically a left for your ergonomic requirements. The watch is flat enough to fit under a cuff and short enough across the wrist that I could recommend this even for ladies on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. The strap is leather with sort of a textile pattern stamped into it, and then contrasting red stitch. It's all black. It's got some bolstering to give it volume, a folded edge. We have a calfskin inlay, and you can see this is a Patek Philippe factory strap, which is model specific in outstanding condition. We've got a folding clasp with the Calatrava cross, the symbol of the manufacturer on the outside. Folding clasp, you can see with a internal spring. It's a radial spring that snaps into that socket, provides a great deal of security. Rolling around, we have these little cabochons at the end of the lugs, but if you take a look on the bottom, you can see we have Patek's modern pull tab spring bars, so you just pull those tabs and the strap pops off. The cabochon is simply decorative. We have recessed case flanks that are brushed, contrast with the lug hoods, the bezel, and then the flange of the case flank, which is polish. You can see we've got the trigger for the primary chronograph located coaxial with the crown. So you can see that is going to be the one that ultimately determines the start, stop, and reset. And then we have the split-second trigger, allowing you to time two events that are occurring concurrently and gauge the waxing or waning gap between two cars around a course or runners around a track. And also you can see an unusual feature of this watch is that the minutes register is a 60-minute register, and that always made more sense to me. Most chronographs are 30, maybe 45, but hours are made up of 60 minutes, and so the 60 always felt more natural to this watch enthusiast. The watch is 30 meters water resistant, which Patek now describes as a true 30 meters on this watch. I recommend you just wear an Aquanaut or a Nautilus. Don't test that theory. We have a lovely sporty dial, though. This is something that can be worn casually. We have the top Vesselton diamond, which is actually between the lugs up at 12 o'clock on this model. It's usually at 6 o'clock on a platinum Patek, but this is a lefty and it does everything backwards. The dial is what Patek describes as a charcoal metallic sunburst gradient, and sure it is. Light at the center, dark at the edge, white gold hands and numerals, they won't oxidize. We have tone-on-tone black dials, and if you actually look at the dial, it has sort of a cruciform symmetry. It's almost like a four-leaf clover. You can split it top to bottom or bilaterally, and it's still very symmetrical. We have these sunken registers, each with an azurage or concentric pattern inside, and then perpetual calendars. So you've got your day, date, month, leap year phase indicator, and your moon phase. So no adjustments necessary until the year 2100, provided you keep your perpetual calendar running. Moon phase. It is a perpetual calendar style moon phase with one adjustment every 122 years. Day-night indicator. So do you want to know, for example, whether you're looking at 9 o'clock in the evening or 9 o'clock in the morning? Well, you can see that's blue, so it is the evening, so you're not going to use the pusher adjusters to adjust the calendar. Now, there's something else I wanted to show you. A little bit like an old Lemania 1350, the drive system for the minute hand and the chronograph minutes, those systems are linked. So it's a little bit like a Breguet Type 20 using an evolution of that Lemania. If you do make adjustments to the watch when the chronograph is engaged, it's going to show on the minute register. So ideally, what you want to do is you want to first set your watch to whatever time you set, and then operate the chronograph. And again, the primary is coaxial with the crown. The other one is the split. The watch features a movement derived from the 27525 that debuted in 2005 on the 5959, and that was Patek Philippe's first in-house wristwatch chronograph caliber, and so it was historically significant. It began the tradition of Patek in-house calibers featuring hacking seconds. It is a little bit smaller than the 29535 that you'll find in a 5172 or a 5270, but it's mighty, as we've got the lateral clutch, the 2 column wheels, manual wind, 6-position adjustment, 3 Hertz, Gyromax style free sprung balance, overcoil hairspring for concentric breathing in any position. You've got that 48-hour power reserve at max, all this pivoting on 31 joules. And with the column wheels and lateral clutch, it is a beautiful mechanism to witness in action. And that is why we love our lateral clutches. Even though a vertical clutch may be more efficient, a lateral clutch is more artistic, beautiful, and frankly more difficult to set up. So if you have a metal hairspring and a lateral clutch on a Patek chronograph, it requires a more highly certified Patek Philippe watchmaker to service that movement than if it is a vertical clutch with silicone, because those things go together like Legos. These require real adjustment and sometimes filing. You can see the use of KIF shock protection, which is sort of a boutique-y upscale alternative to Inca block, 3 Hertz beat rate, 21,600 vibrations per hour, steel components for the chronograph, brass for the bridges and plates, and decoration that is the standard of the world. Different in style from Lange, but no less relative to what you'd see in a caliber 951 or 952. These are super rare and hard to find, but a pleasure when you do. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.